Yeah, we'll see how it goes because I'm trying to put together something I can be competitive next year
I was
and
trying to
just
send you something. I thought you were gonna take the trade that I sent you
why.
because I sent you like valid pieces that score points, and then I
But
was
I'm not.
giving
I
you, I
said
was
I'm trying to
mortgaging
be
my whole
competitive.
future.
Don't mean that's my goal just to compete next year. That my goal is the
But
long run.
I wasn't doing that. I was giving you,
Let's
I
see.
gave you a whole
Let me.
bunch of pieces
I,
just for like your
I know,
number
and
one
I'm about
pick.
to tell you exactly why I shut your trade down. What's the last deal you sent me? The last deal you sent me was Charbonnet for the second.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
after you
was
traded
trash.
from me.
That's trash.
You sent me Pacheco for like my second. I was like,
Okay,
what?
okay,
You
but your second, you know what your second equivalent to, though, right?
my second is equivalent to players like Bashal, Tutin, Scatterboo.
No, it's not. No, it's
It
not. This is
is.
a 16-man league, bro. You
I
you
understand.
keep so if you
I
thinking
understand that.
16
Do you
man,
understand the
your
top
second
16
round
that
pick is closer to a fourth round pick, or
nah.
really a mid third
I
round
think
pick.
do you have access to look at the previous draft year and see where everyone went? If you took a look at it, the top like 16 were valid players that were
But
taken, but other
go
players
use
fell
that
to the
pick.
second.
Do you got Tootin?
No, I don't have to.
Go,
I
go
didn't.
go use that pick and try to get Tootin. See how that works out for you then. If that's what you
What?
believe,
The second
go
round
use
pick.
that
I mean,
that second
now
round
he's
pick.
created value, but we're talking about the original draft where no one
Huh?
knows
I
who's
don't
going to
mean what
perform.
the original draft don't mean. It's about what you could do. What
What
you
I,
know? What I'm saying, you
so
talk
what I'm
about original
comparing it to,
draft, boy.
you
It's about
said
current.
that a second round rookie draft equates to what? And I said it creates to in the league that you're in now, Scatterboo, Dart,
No,
Bashal Tutin, all
no,
win in the second round.
not that pick.
What do you, so all I'm saying is you can get similar
You
type
can't get
players.
none of them guys with that pick.
No, I'm talking about in upcoming drafts, right? You
You
can
know,
get there's gonna be
I don't know what that
prospects.
means. Upcoming draft because
So like
I don't know
this
what we're
year's
talking about.
draft, there's gonna be prospects that come alive because of how teams draft and where they're placed. Remember, injuries come into play. It's not just like the person's ability. There's so many players in the NFL who have like ability, but the landing spot matters. Like it really does. The landscape
But
of where Bashal to and where Scadaboo went was gonna determine like how you're gonna draft them in a rookie dynasty draft.
let me get back to the trade you sent me. Algier for Turman, trash. Uh,
I feel like no one looks at the statistics. Look at Turpin stats in the dynasty league.
why? I mean, would we get points for special teams? Or,
You
I
do,
mean, points
you
for special
do,
teams. Cool.
yeah, you
Yeah, I
do.
mean, he gets decent. I think I can get a special team player off the waiver wire.
If you say so.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think.
argue. I
Yeah,
send stuff and I
yeah.
try to figure out if you notice my cadence is to send you stuff, and then if you reject it, I ask you why. Like just tell me why, so I know I won't send you any bull stuff. I'll make sure I go how you want to receive trades. So if you tell me, hey, all I want is picks, I'm gonna send you picks. If you tell me all I want are stars, I'm gonna be like, all right, if I ever have a star, then I'm gonna look for a star on my team that I can trade and get multiple players from you or picks from you in that
And here we
sense.
go. And this the trade I'm guessing you talking about. You thought it was accept. You wanted the 101 for Stafford.
Yep.
I don't need a quarterback. This is not a super flex, so it holds no value to me. McLaurin, I'm not a fan of McLaurin.
Uh-huh.
Warren, Ferguson, cool, but it's not a tight end premium league, is it? Because I be honest with you, I haven't looked at the scoring settings. This is a tight end premium league.
It's not. It's not.
Okay, okay, there's not nothing to me there. 20, 27 first, which is more so of a second round pick to me in a 16-man league, since your team is pretty good. 28 random first. The 1010. It's just not. It's like I would just take since this is a short roster, I'd rather take the best player in the deal, which would be the 101 pick.
Okay. I mean, to your
So,
point,
now,
it's a good
if it
pick.
was
Yeah.
a 12-man league, this would be definitely. I'd be like, oh, okay. I might, might think about it.
I
I
got
don't
you.
like none of the players, to be honest. First, I don't like none of the players, but it'd be something to think about.
Yeah. So I was putting together like a player for each particular position, so you could bolster what you had, and like I felt like I was
Oh, I
giving up
understand. And
three
if I had a
different
deep roster,
first round
because
picks.
I'll
Yeah.
be dropping a lot of players just to incorporate them players.
Yeah, but some of your
So
players don't like you're keeping them because they're there, and I know you took over this particular team, so I was trying to give you like a larger team to work with. You know what I mean, and more picks. But if that's not the route you want to go, it's not the route you want to go. I understood it. I was like, hey, If you want to hold on to who I think Love is going to more than likely be like the first pick overall, like then go ahead. Then you'll have that star there, and you can build from there. I just think it's going to take you longer, right? So I was trying my best to like offer you players that I know I get
It might be a pick. That don't mean he gonna stay on my team. He might get picked. That don't mean he stay on my team. At the end of the day, everybody has a price. It's just what prices I'm willing to let go. But
so send it out. You never know what I
I looked at your team. I take that. I looked at your team. It's only one piece. Like I said, that's better than a one-on-one or even Devontae Smith to me.
Who is it, Chase?
Chase, that's it.
Yeah, everybody wants
everything
Chase.
else. I'm not worried about. I mean, you just got McConkey, but I still take the one-on-one over that. Mm-hmm. Now, I think Devontae might be, to me. I'm just saying to me.
I got you. Yeah,
it might be the equivalent value to McConkey. And it might not be. I'm just going off if AJ Brown leaves. I'm just hoping AJ Brown leaves. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they're gonna keep him. There's no way. He was definitely a cancer to the team this year. So no way that they're gonna keep him.
Yeah, so that's so that's why I'm betting on more so on Worthy and thing. I'm not investing into a crash dummy. Rice. If I got Rice anyway, I'm trying to get rid of that dude. He a crash dummy. I got time for that. I you know what I'm saying? I can't do
it. I think Rashi. It's not that he's a crash. I just think he makes. I don't know why it's always our stars that make like all these mistakes. Like it's crazy. It's like, come on, dude, just play ball. You know what I mean?
Some serious mistakes.
Yeah, they are.
Character concerning mistakes.
Nah, you're absolutely right. I'm not even gonna lie. It's the like he's Josh Gordon story all over again.
Some adolescence decision, like, oh yeah, I got in a car accident. I'm just leaving the scene. I'm running away from the scene. What?
That was wild. I was like, come on, man. Just do what you got to do, bro. Like you making millions of dollars. You got a skill set that not too many people have. Working with a great franchise, got a great quarterback. Just play ball, baby. If you put football first for a short period of time in your life, you'd be set up. I can't get it because you have to go to the gym, work out, play ball for 10 plus years, almost pee-wee, high school, college, just to make it to the NFL. And then you just go and you just do dumb stuff. Like I don't get it.
But don't get it twisted now. They probably was crash dummy in college, but colleges cover that shit up real well. College cover shit. You play well, they will cover the shit up as well as you play.
It's just wild to me, man. I know it's us seeing it from like a different lens, and I get like everybody's world is different, but it's like I'm sure from everything that I review that the NFL players get talked to, people reach out to them, coaches, past players, veterans, like tell them like, hey, chill out. You actually pretty good. Like, like just play ball.
Arrogant person in the world. What do them words mean to you?
Yeah.
I guess you're one of the most arrogant people all your life. You've been told how great you is, and then you make it to the NFL. And now you're making millions of dollars. Who can really tell you anything?
Yeah, that's where the conversation needs to just adjust. Like, and I mean, I pray for people like that, the skill set and the ability to change lives and stop thinking about and being so egocentric. Stop thinking about yourself and like think about the community of family that you have. You have like close folks by you that you can extend. There was something that was recent. I know we kind of, I'm not going to go too long on it, but just talking about like how certain folks take care of those that are around them. And if more people did that, not giving them money, but empowering them to be great because you have a specific platform, I think the world would be a better place. But we could talk about my fantasy greatness another day, like if you want to, like, what I mean? You can go. And I got him on my squad.
Well, he is. I tell you one, you let somebody with a trash roster beat you, because I went on roster and I said, what? His got hot at the right time.
His players did get hot at the right time. My players were injured, if you saw that. I didn't have, when you came, I didn't have Lamar Jackson on my team. I used the off season to see what positions I had, even though I had Stafford. Stafford was playing pretty well, but I didn't have Mahomes, right? Who was playing well early. He got hurt, got Stafford. Stafford kind of went the whole bill, but I had hurt players. And folks on my team, my running back crew is not the strongest. My wide receivers are elite, but again, Neighbors was hurt, Rice was hurt. I was relying on Turpin, and then I picked up Taysom Hill, who gave me a goose egg. I would never put Taysom Hill on my team again.
You bold because I know I remember that week. People was like, "Oh, Taysom Hill gonna do this, Taysom Hill gonna do that." I'm not putting that man out there.
He killed it for me. Like I was upset. I say, is he in the game? Like, what is going on? I was going crazy on this end. I couldn't believe it. Well, a lot of folks got injured. It was a big injury season, and I think I'm doing a good job building my team, right?
And that's how I felt about my redraft season, man. A lot of my people just got injured, and shit, I couldn't.
It's same thing. We were in 2 leagues together. All my plays were hurt. Every week I had to scrounge, and like it was just so filled. Everyone, because the bench spots were so.
I wish I wouldn't have took Purcell from you. I wish I would have let you drop him and I leave. I should have took him from you. So let you have him. That's my bad.
No, we were both high on him. He's older, right? So I thought like this was his year to like showcase himself. Like to be honest, you know what I mean?
I thought it was gonna be him.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna go get. He may put himself in better shape, but he seems like he consistently gets hurt. I was like, what's going on with this guy? I was like, he's not gonna be an early draft pick for me next year. I'll tell you that. I was like, if he has to show me that he can stay healthy. He consistently gets hurt, and I don't know what's the deal with that, right? So I need someone like that. I thought he was going to be a really rise in the rankings of wide receivers with his skill set, and if he's going to play like the role that Debo used to play before, I can't trust him. Like if he's that fragile, to be honest. But he has to realize, and the team has to realize, like he only has a few more years left to be in his prime. So I'm not gonna even go that route with him. Like I was upset at the other league I had him, he got hurt. Burrow I had in the league with you, he got hurt. I said, what is going on? I was scrounging around. Chase didn't come on to like the last half of the season, and by then it was too late. Genty was hit or miss every game, I should say. And it was just because of the Raiders' offense was trash. So there was no one worth having on his team. I think I was high on Cedric Tillman, drafted him late, thought I could fill him in. He got hurt early in the season, never came back to fruition. It was just every player that I had was hurt. And I was like, this is terrible. You live and you learn. And you do a better job drafting next year to figure out not just like you can't predict who's going to get hurt, but there's some signs on those who know how to like keep themselves healthy and go that route. Like missing out. I think there was an opportunity at one point for me to draft JSN like in third, and I passed on him, and I was pissed. I was like, because I was looking at him, and I was like, someone else took him, and then they reaped the benefits.
what league was that? That was in my league, huh?
Yeah, I think it was yours. Yeah.
Hell nah. JSN went 3rd round.
I believe so.
Right. That sound like what should have happened in Winter League, but not my league.
It was Buddy
I don't even know if I can. I don't even know if I can get back in it since it's so late.
No, it's all good. Was Jason that high of a prospect? He wasn't like a top first 2-round prospect last year.
But you're talking about a 16-man league, so good players.
Which one is 16? Was it Winners or yours?
Mine, Winners was 14, man.
So it was Winners that he was drafted in the 3rd round.
So
I don't think it was yours. Yours was tougher.
Yeah.
Players kept on flying around, and then when you took Pierce, I was pissed. I said, "Oh my god!"
I'm trying to think what league you took Pitts in. That's what you pissed me off at. Winter League, I think. That's what you pissed me off. All this sit there and went off about Pitts. I'm not drafting him. I'm drafting this player over this player. Them players still on the board, but then he drafted Pitts. I'm like, look at this dude.
I think I did that just to bug you. Did you take Pearson before that? Probably.
Nah, you got him in Winter League. That was like Winter League was drafted first.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so you end up taking Pitts, and I was like, so now I'm looking at your team like, okay, he got a couple players I like. His team, I'm glad you hasn't make the playoffs, just like me sitting outside.
Nah, I'll say on both leagues. I'll do a better draft next year. I took a flyer on Genty in a number of ones. Chase Brown really hurt me too. He hurt me in a number of leagues.
If your team managed to stay afloat, he was another league winner. He ended up being a league winner again.
No,
he went off at the end of the season.
yeah, he was. And there were a lot of leagues where I was trying to get him because he wasn't playing well. And some leagues I got him, like the ones that I actually got him in, I made it to like either a championship run or top 4, or I won a championship because of him. But he was definitely someone that I knew could do what he was doing towards the end of the season. And he just in the beginning he was just like, I was like, you were like either my first or second pick, bro. like what's going on?
He got better as soon as Flacco took over. He started producing though.
100%. Yeah, he just needed a quarterback so they couldn't key in on him.
I'm guessing I know what happened, but I'm gonna let you tell me because there was not a sequel done on that podcast on your channel. So I'm guessing you must have lost since you didn't get back on.
A sequel for what? What? Just remind me what I was talking about.
Y'all was talking about the championship game that was about to happen. You and this guy got on. The Duke had his face because he didn't want nothing. He didn't want none of his images to be used. I'm like, damn, it's going down in the league like that.
All right. That's what you're talking about. I did lose to him. But what ended up happening was, so that was the semifinal round where we made it. So you're talking about in our league is I think he changed his name to Dynasty, Dynasty, or whatever the case is, whatever his name is, right?
Oh, he in the Dynasty League. Okay.
That's him. Yeah, okay. He's in the Dynasty League. So we made it to the semifinals to play against each other. So the whole league was watching this. And then we play in approximately, I want to say 3 leagues with each other. And in all leagues, it's kind of like he's my arch nemesis, right?
Right.
You see him in the Dynasty League. Yep. He's always talking, complaining about something, saying something's off. Oh, I can't have it this way. You know, when I first started being a commissioner, I was like, I'm gonna let him rock. But then now I'm kind of like, yo, just shut up.
And I would say like my winner, but winner more so is my nemesis talking wise. Fantasy wise, he my little bro. Like really not fucking with me like that in fantasy, but like talking wise, like he can get down with the best of them talking wise,
That's hilarious. In real life, Dwayne is actually a good friend of mine. Like he's really cool, really down to earth. But something in fantasy brings out something in both of us. So we talk trash. Like I won't back down from him. I'll make sure he knows where his team stands. And like I called out, we played in a league that they brought me into originally. This was like one of the first leagues that we played in against each other, where I was able to win a championship. And I was like, hey, can you tell me when did Dwayne win the championship? And he hasn't won anything. I was like, he talks this much and he hasn't won anything yet? I said, nah, that can't happen. That can't happen. He's going to hit my mouth. But yeah, he ended up beating me. It was my fault too. So I overthunk it, right? And I was playing matchups, trying to play the hot hand when I should have just played the best player. I didn't follow some of my own advice or what I would tell someone to do. And I ended up playing the wrong quarterback. Had I played Dak Prescott, who was on my bench that week, I would have won. And it was my fault. But to his point, he had a good team. He made the championship. But again, he ended up losing. So in our league, the Dynasty League that we play in, he ended up losing to Lightkeeper in that league, the one who just traded me McConkey. That's who he lost to. And he got his first championship in that other league. So, yeah,
No, I could tell by the moves Lights make. He's a good dynasty player. That's why I was surprised by that trade he made. But a lot of moves he made, like I remember he grabbed somebody off the waiver wire. I was like, fuck, I was in my mind, in my head, thinking about grabbing this player. He grabbed off the waiver wire. And I was like, nah, I can't be doubting myself because, with him out here. So
yeah, he's a good savvy trader. He's a good player. I think he keeps it going. I would give him the kudos that a lot of the trades happen because he's making moves with like different people. He doesn't stay with one manager. You see him make a trade with a number of folks.
He tried to send me McLaurin as soon as he made that, but I'm not a McLaurin fan, so he barked up the wrong tree. And I told him, I was honest with him. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I doubt me and you ever get a deal done. Because he sent me a doomsday for the 1-on-1, and I said, after that, I doubt we'll ever get a deal done, my boy.
I think he was gauging. He doesn't know you, so you don't know. You guys don't know each other. So what I found that he does is, and it's my opinion, I think he sends you a trade to gauge like how important you think that player is, right? So like if he had sent me Ayuk for a first round draft pick, the one that he just got away, I would have been like, hell no. I said I would have give you a third maybe for Ayuk because I don't know what Ayuk's future is in the NFL. I truly feel like once you do damage to one team, other teams see it and they don't give you the opportunity that you think that you quote unquote deserve, right?
Winner made that move. I actually liked that move for Winner because was it a first round pick?
It was a first. It was a first round. It was the last pick in the first round.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I don't. If I don't mind that swing because you hoping you go to another situation.
No,
I don't
I
mind
agree.
that swing. I think I like that move for winner.
I think it was a good trade on both parts. Like, so he will tell you, like, I sent a trade offer for Ayuk, but it wasn't anything to do with a first round pick. It was a third round. It's like, hey, if you don't want him, because I don't know, he's uncertain. He said no. He rejected it. He moved on.
Yeah.
But going back to him, I think he just throws stuff out there to see like what people like and what they don't like. Kind of the similar way that I ask. I'll send you something. I think it's fair. Sometimes you've seen it in my league. Everyone thinks I'm disrespectful with my trades.
Everybody think every trade disrespectful. I just know with this league, I don't jump on any trade, especially if it's dealing with draft picks, because I got to keep in mind this is a 16-man league. You send me a third is actually a 4th round pick, like off the bat.
I think you got to go through it because you're good. The one thing that I know about you that I'm not even that great at is you're prospecting from college. I don't watch as much college, right? I watch it sometimes, but because you're into it and it's forcing me to watch it more so I understand these players and see where they're coming from as they're drafted, you'll have a deeper insight into a player's attributes and like what they'll do in a specific team. You're getting the same news I'm getting by like watching ESPN, CBS, NFL, whatever they showcase on like the combine results. Like I get that piece of it, but you get to see them in live action when you're watching them in college ball. And I don't think you're understanding, like, even though we're in a 16-man league, and yeah, rookies can be drafted during that particular time. Some people can take other positions. Like I open up the draft for anything. It doesn't matter. Like in this league, someone took the Detroit Lions defense in the 2nd round because they didn't like the rest of the process. They didn't want to waste their time. And I said, oh, so okay. That's it. And the next person took.
I ain't mad at you.
So it's like, I think you need to go through a draft and then you'll probably, your eyes will open up and you'll be like, oh, this is what Kat was talking about. Like I can't get like a Kenyan Sadiq in the beginning of the 2nd round. So those picks are important to me, right? So let me see what I can do because everyone else is gravitating towards like running backs and quarter. You have to know your managers in your league. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to go check out last year's draft right now.
Yeah, take a look at it. I don't have it up on my end, but take a look. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, there's some bad picks. My God. My God. Niggas pick Harden at the 113. Harden? And then Pat Bryant at the 115.
That's what we wanted.
You let Higgins drop all the way to the 201.
That's what we wanted. Like, there's nothing for me to. I mean, I'll look at certain things and like also question it, but it was like I said, all right.
Yeah, 3rd round don't have nothing. 3rd round nothing. So yeah. I mean, just like what I thought. Looked like about time you got the best pick in the 2nd round stopped at the maybe 212 if you want to count a quarterback. That was Dart.
Mm-hmm.
210 was Fannin, so that's pretty much where it stopped. I think I take that back. There is one pick on the 3rd round that looked real good. I'm just saying this previous season that was Marks. He got some use out of Marks.
Yeah, he did.
Even though I think Marks trash, but he got some uses out of Marks.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think Marks is trash, but I think the other ones were prospects, right? And you can even see like Devin Singletary went from the Giants, who's not a rookie, and Roman Wilson. That's what I'm talking about. Like certain players are just drafted off of like them thinking the potential could come years afterwards. Even with Tesla, right? Tesla was drafted in the 3rd round. Although he hasn't come to fruition, you saw that he has the ability to play well if he's given the time. It's just that the wide receivers, he has to go through St. Brown and Williams, but you never know. So I'm saying, like, if you look at it with Genty,
you traded both your picks. You're like, you're like, I'll let them.
It's not really that. The thing with my team is it's built to win now, right? I've been in the playoffs and like I've moved up rounds in both years. So I'm like, all right, my team isn't built on like prospecting, right? It's built on like, all right, these guys gotta stay healthy and I gotta keep making it as strong as possible.
Well, I'm guessing my guy finished last place, so as long as I finish last place, I don't finish last place, I done made progress.
Oh man, yeah. Before he had finished, he's the one who drafted Tedero and McMillan, the team number 6. So he had an okay season. And he just wasn't moving. Like team he took over, he just wasn't making. I was like, you can make tons of moves with your
Hold up.
players.
Did he do it? I got Tech on my team, or did he trade him?
He traded him.
Oh yeah, sucker. It's sucker. I wonder who he traded him from. Fucking idiot.
He traded. I traded. He traded him to me for Diggs and Pacheco. Right? When Pacheco
He's
was
a fucking
the
idiot. See, that's bad fantasy player. You know what I'm saying?
But I think I gave him that, and I gave him a pick. And what I ended up doing was trading McMillan to get Neighbors and a first round draft pick when Neighbors got hurt, and the other player needed like some substance on his team. It's not that I didn't like want to hold on to McMillan, but I was like, again, I'm in win mode now. I'd rather get Neighbors and keep him for. I know he's going to have immediate success once he comes back from his injury.
All right, let's get into these rookies since already 35 minutes in. We haven't talked to rookie yet. All right,
what you want to talk about?
Yeah, what's good, YouTube? What up? And we talking rookies. We got my man Cat in the building.
You know I'm here. Another time for you to get the inside scoop on what to do with your fantasy team. Let's go.
And I want to see what he think about these rookies since he in the Dynasty League with me and he seem to be making moves. We're gonna start off juicy. I want to know, what's your top 5 running backs? So what that looking like? What that looking like?
So running backs are tough, right? I can give you like the prospects. So I have like a good idea of like what I want to like talk about. But we all know who the number one is, right? We're gonna be on the same page. We know the team that drafts him is going to utilize him. They're not going to go away from making sure that he pretty much displays like his skill set. And do I say it or do you want to say it? It has to be Jeremiah Love, right? He's the number one prospect that's going to come out of what is coming out? Notre Dame, I believe, is the team that he played for. He's an all-purpose back. I can't see him in the Dynasty League not going one-on-one, right? It's kind of like the consensus of like wherever Genty landed, he was going to be the one-on-one pick last year. I think with his explosiveness, his vision, the way his style of run, his ability to catch the ball and like actually like go to a team and just be plug and play, like there's nothing that I could see going wrong for him.
All right, let's see what your wide receiver rankings look like. Give me your top 5 wide receivers. Let's see what that look like.
All right, let me just pull it up for you really quickly. So I talked to you about Makai Lemon before, right? Well, no, it wasn't Makai Lemon that I was talking to you about. I was talking to you about Casey Concepcion. All right. Mm-hmm. So I got Casey Concepcion. I got Makai Lemon. I got Carnell Tate and Jordan Tyson on my list.
Yep, that's top 4. Who will be your 5th one though?
Oh, I got Chris Bell.
There you go. Yep.
All right, let me see. All right, I'm gonna put Chris Bell over Denzel Boston.
Okay, that's what you want to do. I think Chris Bell. I think he got injured last season, so he's not even gonna be available. Like he gonna be sitting on a bench, I think, in 2026.
Oh
so
man,
just having it in your head if you're picking him.
You know what the overall is that I didn't think the class was gonna be. It's gonna be good for me to see like who I need to go after, but I was looking for elite players as I did my review, and Concepcion was one that I thought is gonna be an immediate impact if he goes to the right team. So the same thing with Makai Lemon. The other ones, Carnell Tate. I mean, I understand what teams they want him to go to, and they talk about like his size and his hands. And what he can do as like an additional receiver to any particular team. But when I watched them play, the ones that stood out to me were the Casey Concepcions and Makai Lemons of the world. Like they reminded me of players that I thought they could grab the ball, make sure that they were like immediate contributors and they were standouts. Like as I kind of reviewed quick tape. Yeah. And even when I went with, I know you're going to get to like some others, but when I went for other prospects like the quarterbacks and the tight ends, there weren't a lot of standouts, like not that I could see, that were coming into the league that's going to make an immediate impact. Besides, like the one I mentioned to you before, Kenyon Sadiq.
Oh yeah. Now, film wise, and I like a few of the tight ends this year, but Sadiq definitely gonna stand out. He looked like a damn running back, tight end. So yeah. fan out. But a lot of times I don't try to push myself and get the first tight end off the board. And so there's a couple other tight ends I like as well, fantasy wise. So I think fantasy wise, if they go to the right situation and get the draft capital, they'll be able to score the same amount of points as Sadiq. I really like Stowers, um, and I like Michael Trigg, and I like Justin Jolly. So I like all four of them tight ends, and Daquan Wright, I doubt he get the draft capital, but if he ever did become a starter, he could put up some fantasy points.
But how many rookie tight ends actually make an impact though? Like, is that you think that's going to be a normal thing for them to come in? And so that's why, like the
I
other
think they
candidates,
come in. I think that they coming in more ready than before. If you put them in like the tight end H back type position, it just depends on how you put them in. Because all the tight ends not built the same.
they
I
not.
I thank God, because Harry Fannin was my number one tight end last year, and I thank God that they put him in a position for him to thrive. Because I didn't think it would happen like that, because they had a starting tight end there already. For him to go there and take over like that, hold my beer, because he outscored Njoku.
He did. He
Yeah.
did.
So for him to do that, proud the shit out of me.
So that's my point. I think that teams who target tight ends early utilize them, right? But I don't think tight ends are normally drafted early in like NFL drafts to make an impact. If you're not drafted like in the first round, then I don't see you making an impact on any particular team. The only person I see
He was
going,
drafted in the third round.
who, Fannin?
Yeah. But yeah, he didn't ramp up to late on in the season. But he ended up being, if I'm not mistaken, he ended up being the number one scoring rookie tight end.
He probably was.
So
It's good to look at it in that particular sense. Colston Loveland and Tyler Warren, going to give him a run for his money. I'm not sure how Warren did this entire season.
no, it was Warren and him was close. Yeah. Warren and him was super close.
And then Colston Loveland picked up his play in the playoffs. So you had
it wasn't the fantasy playoffs. That's what we lost. That's when we lost.
I'm just talking about in general. Like he picked his play up.
Look, Warren ended up outscoring Fanning by 2 points. So he got him. He ended up getting him. But yeah, that's what I lost him. That's when I lost him, Warren, because once Jones got hurt, he was done. Warren was done after that. Trash. Hurt my team.
Warren is going to be a player. He's going to be a player.
He's fine. I surprised me. I liked Warren, a prospect. I didn't like that he went to the Colts. So
really, I thought it was actually pretty good that he went to the Colts when Daniel Jones was playing. I knew that he was going to be someone.
Daniel Jones made good of him, but the question is, would that would have happened with another quarterback? Because
I think it would have
didn't do nothing with him.
Who?
And I know A-Rich wouldn't have done nothing with him. I know for a fact that.
Unfortunately, Anthony Richardson he's still a prospect, right? So I think he has like the arm talent, like he can do it with his capabilities. Does he have the perception to get better as a quarterback overall and the wherewithal to understand that he's the leader of men who are millionaires? And that's what the problem is. So I feel like everyone has, like, he wouldn't have got to that particular position if he didn't have it. Like, I'm always a believer in dudes, right? Like, I just feel like he's missing someone really giving him that particular talk. It's always, to me, it's about leadership. Like, and leadership doesn't have to be someone on top, like someone at the very, very top. There's someone right next to him that could just sit him down and help him out consistently. It's not about one talk. Sometimes it's just about due diligence and working someone through. They've had him for 3 years now, right? And no one's shown him the right route to take. Like,
I'm sure somebody talked to him, but I mean, once he did something, most people ain't never heard of, waving himself to get out the game. Like, quarterback. I ain't never seen a quarterback looking for a breather. You know what I'm saying? And when you start hearing rumblings, what's going on in the building, you being the first one to leave, sir, you never heard the term "first one there, last one to leave" as the quarterback,
right?
What's going on?
Sometimes it's on them. You're right. Sometimes it is on them. He has to want it as well. Like we can't want it more than he wants it for himself. So it's like I hate this having a mindset and like seeing people lose out on certain things. It's always a tough watch. Damn, you got so much talent. You're athletic. You got a big arm. I've seen you throw some accurate passes. Like I've watched you play, so you can do it. It's just your mentality is off. And someone hasn't like really groomed him to get on that space where he can utilize it. That's another reason why like I get on like Shador. Like I'm like, dude, like why are you so cocky, bro? Like like just get in a space where you have that ability, right? Showcase your talents, be humble. I think he shows that on occasion because
There's
I
a lot of
actually like
people
him.
that try to make excuse for him. But what about the white people that being cocky? Why you worry about what they worry about? Get in the door first before you acting like this.
Yeah,
They ain't trying to
man.
give you the job.
They don't. They don't. You know, I'm like, dang.
I
When they
think
did
maybe I don't know if the NIL money is making us arrogant, making players arrogant than what they is. But I mean, somebody needs to teach these people the game within the game. There's a game
I
within the
agree with you.
game.
I agree with you 100%. I think some players come in like you know what I loved about Jackson Dart was the same thing the Giants loved about Jackson Dart. When he came in, he was very humble. You know what I mean? He showcased his kind of like bravado on the field by doing all the stuff that he does. But he gets into like a talk or any kind of interview, he doesn't care. He's like, I'm gonna try my best. I'm lucky to be in this position, so on and so forth. Right? And that's how you need to be. Like that's in my opinion. Until you get to, you're not Tom Brady yet. Tom Brady, it took Tom Brady 20 years to get to where he's at. So you can't talk like him. It's like you can't speak in the same breath as how he speaks. Your dad was a phenom.
and he wasn't a quarterback because no quarterback talking like that coming out.
No, you're not. Your dad was a different story. Your dad was a phenom. Like there hasn't been a player like him ever since he played. You can't act like him, bro. It's like he was like a transcendent
If
athlete.
you had his athleticism as the quarterback with your accuracy, you could have talked. You could have acted like him. That's how you could have been.
Craziness. So I'm just hoping the NFL is still in a good place, but I just want to see when I see someone who has the talent and the ability, like A-Rich, like Shador. I think Shador is extremely smart. I think he's been playing football for so long, he understands a lot of defenses. They can still get him, they can trick him, but the more he's in to gain experience, I think he's just going to get better, right? I don't think he's afraid of staying in the pocket. I don't think he's afraid of running the ball on occasions. I don't think he's afraid of making sure putting in challenging people. I just think what hasn't been taught to him has been trying to accept himself not being as humble as he should be, in my opinion. And he could reach more people. Sometimes you have to understand, taking a step back, can impact more people than you're doing with the bravado-ness that you present. But hey, I think he probably felt like it got him up to this point, so he's going to continue to do it. I just want to see that change a little bit for him.
Yeah, I think he learned the hard way because you ain't gonna get far going like that. Wait till you get the money first. Wait till you sign the contract.
I agree with you.
Play the game within the game.
Yep. He went in with the wrong mindset. Like, I'm interviewing you. What? I know they were in the room.
And guess what? I gotta put something on it. I gotta blame his father for that. His father should have talked to him and made sure he was on this shit.
Yeah. No, you're right. There
was no reason for him to go in like that. I'm sure if his father had told him, don't do this, don't do that. Yeah. I don't think he would have done it.
I think we got to get to a point where we stop telling people this. Let me just let them be themselves, right? I get it. I don't want you to suppress being yourself, but let's get to places in the smart fashion, right? And if I have experience going someplace and I know how some of these players or these folks that kind of hold my future in their hands act, let me talk to you how you can navigate that particular world. I think there's too much talk on I just want to be me and have everyone accept me for me. Yeah, I get all that, but it's when you come off as disrespectful to where some folks are dedicating their livelihood and their life, and you don't see it in the same fashion as they see it, then that becomes the onus is on you, I should say, to not understand the rooms that you were in and what you needed to portray to those on the other side of the table. So, hey, to each his own. You live and you learn. I bet you no other quarterback makes that mistake in the future. I can't see anyone doing that again. I really can't. I think everyone's going to come in a little humble. They're going to come in and understand that this is an opportunity of a lifetime. There's only a small amount of players that get an opportunity to play in the NFL in any given year, and that's how the owners and the GMs and the executive teams see it. Like,
yeah, and there's only one league like this, so
yep.
it's not like you could be like, I could take my talents elsewhere. No, you trying to get in here.
Yeah,
So I mean, you acting
yeah.
like they're looking to have you when there's 12 others gonna be like you coming out next year. I'm like, stop playing games.
No, I agree
Yeah.
with you. I agree with you 100%. Who you got? Who you got going to the bowl?
I mean, it's looking like it's gonna be the Patriots and probably Seattle. Seattle the is an all around best team to me, but I mean the Rams got the pedigree, so that should be an interesting matchup. We'll see how that go.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I feel bad for the Broncos. I wish Knicks would have been playing. I want the best product out there.
Yeah, I think everybody feels like that. It doesn't. I think even the opposing team. Like, I like playing. Like, if you notice, like, I want everyone to be tough. Like, like that I play against, because I don't want any excuses. I
Oh
want to
no,
feel.
no, I don't mind your best player being hurt when I play you. I want. I'm all about results.
Yeah.
Nah, let me get that easy championship. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm not even like that. I want your best players
I'm like
to
that.
play, because I want to make sure I beat you at your best, so there's no excuses. I actually like doing that. Like, that's not the way I see it.
I be trying to Joe. I mess with Joseph a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
There's another league we playing with Craig. Craig's over his own league. I won that league, and but Joseph won't give me props for it. But he didn't give me props. Let's be honest, he didn't give me props last year when I win a league. Joseph didn't even make the playoff and win a league last year, and was just calling the people in the championship trash. Me and who else was it? Was me and Lenny. Me and Lenny made the championship. He was like, "Oh, y'all trash." I'm the best team here. He didn't even make the playoffs. I'm like, God, that man, the most arrogant guy ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was talking trash from the beginning.
So,
And it was like, it was off.
He's no winner hold my beer when it comes to arrogance. He bite, he take the cake. But
Nah, his team's. I said him the year before. I'm like, get out of there. That's why I couldn't talk. I was pissed. If I'm losing and I'm not in the race, I can't talk as much, because I'm like, listen, man, my team. I got to get past the injuries. Once I play, I'm not going to take any plays that are hurt in the draft. I'm just gonna. I hate not making the playoffs in certain leagues. I do feel like I understand, but Joseph came off the rip, acting like he was everything, and I was like, get out of here.
But I said when I first played with Joseph, I think last year was the first year. I said when I seen how he drafted his teams, I said no. I like the way he drafted his team. The way he drafts his teams is going to be hit or miss. He was swinging. He's swinging for nothing but silly. And, he had high scoring teams both seasons. Now, sometimes they don't get him nowhere. He be out. But fantasy is fickle like that. It just happens. But
who do you have in his squad this year that came up big?
he might have had. I'm not sure on one league. Like I said, I'm in 3 different leagues with him. I know one league he has CMC. He had like a couple of the high scoring players that end up, being on teams. I think CMC and somebody else, and but I don't know. He hit on the right players. That's all I can say. He scored high in all the leagues I was in with him, but he was mad that I think I might have. Did I have 1 or 2 losses? I don't know. I didn't have that many losses in the regular season. He gave me 1 of them, but so he felt real confident when we got in the playoffs. Of course, he ended up losing. He ended up losing to whatever team, and then I beat up on that team. And he was like, he didn't want to give me my props. I was like, bro, I beat the team that beat you. I can only play people in front of me.
Oh man, the leagues are fun. The leagues are hilarious. It's wild. Like, we play multiple leagues that involve like similar people, but it's all about trying to put together like the best teams and the best opportunities for us to win. So, all good. Dynasty is going to be good. What do you focus on the most in Dynasty leagues in the off season?
Off season, I don't make that many moves. Now that don't mean I don't be trying, but it got to be a move that benefits me. And I have a certain prospect formula, so I'm always going for people that meets my formula, and that could be players that coming out or currently playing. If they meet my formula, I'm probably going for that player.
What's the formula?
That's hard to explain, bro. Like I got formulas for explosive players. I got formula for future wide receiver ones, RB ones, tight end ones. I got all kind of formulas, bro.
I think you should share it. I mean, if you on the fantasy network,
I do on my rookie profiles. I do. So if anyone ever looked at my rookie profile, I always say which badges the player made, and I got them all the badges listed in the description, and and you can tell
where's your rookie profile located?
On the channel. So I only go over like the ones drafted, with good draft capital. So with Fannin, I had him listed as a tight end. He has a tight end one badge. I feel like he has the potential to be the overall tight end one. I also had that for Bowers. I felt like Bowers was the greatest tight end prospect there was. Especially pre combine. I think the only thing that made Pitt so great as a prospect was more so his athleticism. But as far as on field, Bowers was the best I ever seen. That's why I get on Sean anyone when they trying to compare one of these rookies coming out. Oh yeah, it reminds me of Bowers. I said, shut your fucking mouth. Bowers was producing year one. Year one, he was that guy. He was producing year one in college. He was the guy as soon as he stepped on the field. Don't compare anybody to Bowers. There's no one like that.
So who do you feel this year is going to be like that type of play besides Love, right? Who do you feel like is going to be like your Bowers of this year that you have no doubt that they're going to show up and they're going to make it happen?
Bowers was the number one prospect tight end I've ever done. So it ain't going to be – there's no Bowers.
I got you. But I'm saying like in any other position.
That I absolutely love.
Yeah, that you feel is going to make an immediate impact no matter where they go.
And I'm not going to say this guy going to make the immediate impact, but I feel like he has superstar written all over him. Player I love is Cornell Tate.
You do like Tate.
Oh, I love Tate.
They haven't projected to go to the Giants.
And guess what? Neighbors might make a mistake and try to rush back. Well, the problem is I don't really like that. I don't like that landing spot only because of the coach. I mean, when is this coach known for producing any high wide receivers? I think he gonna be a hit to neighbors, But so I hope he don't go to the Giants. But if that happens, neighbors better not make a mistake and try to rush and get back and re-injure himself.
I don't think he is.
If you re-injure himself, there is a new wide receiver one in town, and neighbors won't see it again. I'm putting that on wax.
I don't think he's gonna rush. He's definitely going to take his time. I seen him on an interview where he calls that out, that he wants to be 100%. He wants to make sure that he comes back and he's himself before he puts himself on the field. And if it's past week one, then he'll go past week one. So that's no mistake about that.
But that's all I've been trying to do in drafts. I've been trying to get up in the first 3 picks. And, most of my leagues, pretty much 99% of my leagues are super flex. I've been trying to get in the first 3 picks so I can get a hold of Love or Tate. And, if I don't get a hold of them, I can either grab the quarterback or I can grab Tyson. That's been my goal, the moves I've been trying to make.
Gotcha. I see now why you weren't giving up that 1-on-1 pick.
Yeah. yeah. I mean, it's and you'll see as they get closer to the season, like they'll be screaming Love name, and he gonna go up in the ranking. I told you, I think he gonna go right at his value. Gonna be like the running back 3. He's gonna be right above A-Chan, I think. By the time he get drafted, watch. Don't let him get drafted to the Chiefs. Don't let that happen. Right. Then it's really gonna be trouble. But
you're right. I don't think he's gonna go above A-Chain though. A-Chain's a stud.
It's a reason why A-Chain went where he went in redraft. I had a bunch of A-Chain. It's because people get scared off. People get scared off easily when it comes to A-Chain. You get scared off when you don't have Tua. You get scared off that they hear injury. They get scared off quick for A-Chain. So people don't love A-Chain like you think they love A-Chain.
Gotcha. I like him. He's consistent. He's slick. He's savvy. For me, he's a top 5 back in the league.
He is a stud to me.
Catches the ball. Yeah, so I like it.
But old boy gonna give you all that with the size.
Yeah, he's just smaller.
Yeah, Love gonna give you all that, but he gonna have size over A-Chain. So that's what I'm saying. Unless he have a bad landing spot, he probably gonna jump him.
What number is the Browns in the draft?
Why would you ask about the Browns? They don't need no running back.
I mean, I'm thinking they go by analytics, right? Like
Yeah.
they're analytic driven organization by all accounts. So I'm just trying to think like what they would do. Like I know Junkins is scoped to come back, but I wonder if they would like go after another running back or go like who they would pick up like in the draft, or if they go after protection or bolster the defense. Because I love how analysts always try to like depict where all these players are going, and then the team is like, why would we let this player go? Like go to our competitor? It's always crazy to me. I think the same thing. If analysts always, they'll be a great fit on this team, and I guess other people just be sitting there like, if you're telling me this guy is this great, why would I let this person go
Well,
to the next man's team?
do we see that happen often though?
Yeah, so
Like,
we saw it happen with Parsons. We saw it happen with Dallas Goedert. We saw it happen with Devontae Smith. A lot of Eagles. I laugh when Howard Roseman comes to
so
pick.
you're
I
not
start
telling
laughing.
me that often. So once every draft, that's not, you
Nah,
know what I'm saying?
it's
So
it's happened while
I'm
people
not.
jump picks. It happened with like the stupidity of drafting like Trey Lance. I didn't get that one either. When they went all the way up to go get him because they thought folks were gonna take him. I was like, so they try to like scoop him before other players could get him. Like, oh, if he's this great of a prospect, why would I let like these other players get him? I didn't get it.
Yeah, the Browns look like they got a sixth pick,
Yeah,
and they projecting them to pick a OT, so offensive tackle.
let's see what happens.
Like they got right now, they got Love going to the Saints, and the Saints stupid enough to take him. I wouldn't even put it against them. But if the Saints don't take him, KC would be number 9. But Saints be doing some dumb stuff. They dumb enough to do that. I wouldn't even be surprised.
What, doing enough to not take him?
Dumb enough to take Love. I don't think you should be taking a running back that early. You got too many problems. The Saints got too many problems. Why are you taking a running back?
If they feel like they have like their quarterback, or they don't feel like there's a quarterback prospect that's good enough to take, and they've seen keeping Kamara for like the past like whatever years has yielded well to have like that safety net for their quarterback. Why wouldn't they take Love? I mean, it depends
I'm
if they
not.
believe in Kendra Miller, um,
Uh,
Estime, and Neil, right? Estime did a good job like his last
if
couple
I'm
of
a
games.
if I'm a GM, my last piece would be a running back. It would be low draft picks or running backs until that's my last piece I need. If that's my puzzle piece, okay, you know what I'm saying. But not, it's just not gonna happen for me. I'm not, you know, I'm not taking no running back that early.
Hmm, I kind of disagree with you. I would take the best player that's available, and I would build from there. And I think the GM skills should be able to like maneuver throughout the NFL to get some veterans on a minimum contract or
Nah,
young
that's
players.
exactly why they can't do it, because it's a bad move for a GM to pick them. That's why all the ones that end up picking a running back that early end up being trash teams. There's a reason they ask trash and they stay trash.
I disagree. I
Okay,
disagree.
Giants picking Barkley that early stayed trash for a long time, right?
And I think it was a
Raiders,
who could they have gotten that year that would have made a
I don't
difference?
know. That would be regarding. I'm just telling you the trash move. When you make this trash, because guess what? You can invest in offensive line each time, each year, because you know they're gonna get hurt. You can just keep on investing in the offensive line each time. Fuck it, stack them up. You don't have to pay the next one because you got another one. You can consider stacking up, but grabbing a running back, oh, what you trying to sell jerseys to me now? Because you ain't trying to build a real team. You trying to sell jerseys.
I think that's your perception. I say I think running backs are necessary. I think
Of
if you look at the
course,
teams, I
necessary, of course.
think if you
Can't
look at
play
the
the
teams,
play without the position.
RJ Harvey, if you look at Travion Henderson, if you
All right.
look at
All people who
Kenneth
was drafted in the second round.
Kenneth
Great. That's
Walker,
great.
I'm just going through this, and you look at Kyron Williams that are
Okay.
in
Fourth
that
round.
are in the championship now. It's funny how all these teams have high yielding running backs that have skill
Yeah.
sets
And
that
none of
could
them
have
was
went in
drafted
the
in the
first
first
round.
round.
They weren't. I'm not saying that they were, but they could have. But their benefits for their team, they stabilize the team.
And what my point was, my point didn't say running back don't matter. I said it's a foolish move to draft them that early. It's a foolish move. And every team that drafts them that early end up staying bad. It's a bad move.
I think it just depends. Barkley just
High
won the rushing
variance
title.
position, get hurt, and once they hurt, you're missing a big piece. So why would you need to do that when you can just keep taking pieces? You can keep taking swings at running back in the later round, until that's your missing piece. And if that's the missing piece, then go ahead and take that high running back. This is what, and guess what? Even a team that should be taking a running back high, keep not taking them, and that's Kansas City. It's a team that should be taking a running back high, don't be taking.
Yeah, they messed up when they didn't get Jonathan Taylor when they took.
Oh man, that was the worst pick ever. I can't. Whoever decided to let Mahomes pick the players, they should smack themselves. Because I was like, when they chose him, I was like, damn, this is my ninth quarterback on my list. Why the fuck? Why are we going? This was a good quarterback class. It had Swift. It had Cam.
Running back class, yeah.
Yeah, good running back class. And I was like, we got diamonds. All these was good prospects. And I was like, Clyde, that was her class. What the fuck? I'm telling you, what year that was, man. I had that man so down on my list. I said, what we doing?
Yeah, no, I remember. I wasn't into like prospects besides watching what ESPN was giving, but I remember everyone was talking about Jonathan Taylor that year. And when it slid down, everyone thought Kansas City was going to take Jonathan Taylor, right? And then they said Clyde was. I was like, is he that good? I was like, oh, I didn't hear about him. So we'll see. Oh man.
So I like I said, I give out a lot of badges for my players, depending on what you do. The only badge this man had that he was early declared. That's it. He didn't have no performance badge because he wasn't good. He wasn't good at nothing. It was slow. He was short. I just didn't understand his pick at all.
I don't know. He must have saw something in him. What you should do is you should share how to look up your badges and continuously do that. So folks go to your site or wherever you have it and say it's located here. And this is what this means, because I think you giving badges and just talking about it randomly doesn't showcase like the energy and the efforts that you put and where you can find like where all those things.
It's more so for me until I do make a site. It's more so for me to play fantasy with.
I think you post this on TikTok and everything, right?
Yeah, different clips I post on TikTok.
Yeah, so you should show them. You be like, hey, this is where my fantasy badges. Even if I could see it, I don't know where it's located. That's why I was asking you about it. Like, I've heard you mention it, like on your clips, like when you're talking to Sean and you're going through it. You're like, oh, he has like 2 badges. I'm like, what is he talking about? That's all, I'm just telling you. Like, I think it'll be beneficial for you to talk about your badges and what they mean, and then you should be able to showcase what you've done in the past that correlates with like them yielding benefits in the NFL, right? Because if you graded Bowers that high, and he wasn't getting drafted in normal redraft leagues to like the 10th round or something like that, or 8th round, like you should showcase, like I told you to draft him higher, but you didn't. I told you to draft Fannin higher, but you didn't. I told you to draft whomever else you have, like who you called out in the past. That's all this is, a suggestion.
Yeah, I gotta figure it out. Like I said, and if I was trying to monetize, I would, but said right now it's just for my people that's following me, that know where they are. If you looking at the rookie profile videos, people that do, they know where they are.
I got you on my alerts. As soon as you put something up, I'll be seeing it. I got you on my alert. I like, let's see who he's talking about. I'm like, oh, you have my alerts. So I'm just like, you could gain more popularity. That's what I think. I thought you were trying to grow your instances. I think you should showcase like what the badges mean, and like, because that would be interesting to me. Right?
It's just that I don't, like you said, I don't really have the graphic designs like I would like, and it's just certain things, like I said. So I don't push it to that, like I said.
I think you do a good job. I think you just starting, right? So it's not. I think you've been doing it for a minute, but you just. I think the more you post, the more you go out to, you gain your followers. You just get like whatever, you keep growing from there, and then you've gotten way better with like some of that. Some of the times I'm like, oh, from what I used to do in mine, it wasn't me doing it. It was Osahan. Like I don't know how to do all that stuff. Like that's all him. Like that's why when we didn't come out with stuff, it meant he wasn't doing the adjustments, right? So I was like, all right, like I can't.
You could have just started going live. Now you didn't. Then you don't need no edits. If you just go live, hey.
I will if I think I have the capacity. I wouldn't commit to it if I don't think I can commit to it. Like even when they called me to do what we did and we posted, they're like, oh, let's go. I was like, all right, let's do it.